Possession hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. Think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that. Take a look at the 76ers. They have a chance to end things right here, Greg, on their floor, up 3-1. What's their mindset? You've been here before. What's their mindset coming into this one?
Well, I think this is where they expected to be when the series began, and they have their eyes on a much bigger prize down the road. So the last thing they want to do is drop this one and prolong this thing. I think they will probably have more intensity tonight than we've seen through the first 4 games.
And as you always say, just take care of business.
Yes, sir.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Actually out there with Harden. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Now here's Van Vliet. Just 2 to shoot. Stolen by Harden. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. He kicks to Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. And Doris, though he's getting the press for his scoring, and he's been prolific, Van Vliet's defense is equally as impressive.
My goodness, great instincts. Rarely fooled. You can't trick him. Quick feet, strength in the post. You see guys try to take advantage of his lack of size. He won't have it.
Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Van Vliet.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here is Harris to the right side. Embiid inside. Siakam's there. Basket counts. Embiid's got his second bucket.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Van Vliet against Harden. And the rejection by Harden. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
To the inside. Thibault. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Barnes outside. That one misses. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans,
And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Achua is out there with Khem Birch. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Flynn in at the 1. And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he's done on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the 3 ball is good. Niang's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise, everybody. And your Sixers dance team.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Millsap. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for James Harden. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Barnes.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Harris, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And that mid-range jumper, Harris's go-to shot before he developed the consistency from range.
Now here's Barnes. And he drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Passes to Harris. Embiid with it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Trent passes to Van Vliet. Rejected by Harris. Here's Green. Pass to Maxey. Stolen by Van Vliet. A 3 from Barnes. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That'll do it for the first half. 76ers on top. They lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
On the bench, has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've gotten stuff, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're going to work in the paint, doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, Big, how tough is it to get motivated for a game like this when your season is more or less over?
Someone who's got a problem getting motivated for any playoff game should not be in the NBA. This is where you got to bring it, Ernie. Lay it all on the line every time.
You know what? No one wants to go out of the playoffs with a whimper. They want to go out fighting. That will, that energy, they won't roll over.
That'll do it for us. With a whimper, we go back to courtside.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
And the small and power forward are Thibault and Harris. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Now here's Harden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's going to be on Siakam.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
One shot.
One shot. One shot.
They throw good, James Harden. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Maxey. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Over to the left wing. Here's Maxey. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Here's Barnes. James Harden picking up that last basket. Harris outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Siakam.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader. Very positive in his approach.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for Harris. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in for Maxey. Free throw drops for Harden.
Yeah, you start with the scoring numbers when you talk James Harden, but he's also led the league in assists, steals, three-pointers, even minutes played. An incredibly impactful player.
All right, coming up to the court right now, it's your Sixers dance team.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Flynn. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Mikhailuk. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Van Vliet with it. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. James Harden getting it done for the 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
It's about our defense, guys. Hey, listen, we played great defense. We had a 5-minute stretch, but we let them score points. Other than that, our defense has been great. We got to keep shutting them down.
Doc Rivers likes the defense of his team. People are talking to each other out there, helping each other out. That help defense is a big priority with Doc.
Yeah, and aside from giving up that one small run, they've been completely focused. Rotations are great. Just doing a solid job.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward position. 5 on the clock. Here's Niang. And Boucher sends it back.
Raptors ball.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for George Niang. And here is Van Vliet. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. Barnes is checked in for Toronto.
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
Pass to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam, a screen on Green. Lets it go from the wing. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Trent. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now, here's Maxey. Embiid inside, covered by Siakam. Pass to Maxey. Embiid the screen. Puts it up from 12. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Puts it up from 12. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Barnes.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Thibault. There's the drive. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
A baseline J and another basket for Toronto.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Here's Maxey to the left side wing. Siakam against Embiid. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Good on the shot.
Defensive foul. Scotty Barnes.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harden's checked in. Some changes for Toronto.
At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. At the line for one.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Out left to the wing. Boucher kicks to Flynn. Drills it from outside. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Flynn against Harden. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round 1, 4 games to 1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing the game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. It takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.